I make some sense of what's going on with regards to health care or Obamacare or whatever you want to call it. Is the public option in? Is it going to get passed? If he tries to keep it in, will it get passed? What's your latest take on it all?
I don't think there's any reason or way the Democrats will pass a health care plan that doesn't include the public option, because what we have now in Washington, John, is we have the Republicans who are the party of big government, and we have the Democrats who are the party of great big government. So, I mean, the Republicans won't pass anything that doesn't grow the government a little bit, and the Democrats won't pass anything that doesn't grow the government incredibly so. So there's going to be a public option. The question becomes, will there be any Republican votes for it? And in the House, I think the answer to that question is no. And now that you have Susan Collins of Maine, who's really a Democrat, she just likes to call herself a Republican, saying that she can't imagine anybody voting for it in the Senate either. I would suspect that the Democrats here will go it alone, and they will create essentially what Mitt Romney created in the state of Massachusetts, which everybody from the Wall Street Journal to numerous think tanks to numerous different writers in Boston and all over the country have said is an unmitigated disaster. So a pretty good rule of thumb is anytime Ted Kennedy calls you up, well, now the late Ted Kennedy calls you up and says, hey, I got a piece of legislation I want you to work on. Whether it's immigration reform or health care reform or anything else, chances are you don't want to pick up the phone and answer that call, because it's probably not going to turn out well for you if you are a Republican. So proving that they are indeed the greatest minority party in the history of American politics, the Republicans actually stand up for their platform and do the right thing when they're not in power, and they're likely going to oppose Obama, Barry Soetoro, Mitt Romney health care across the board. And chances are they're probably going to oppose it because they're not in power, so they don't get to decide where the money goes.